Okay, so basically, what I want to talk about is why Black women are so impatient with doing their hair. Now, everybody knows the typical reasons, but the main reason that I want to stretch and make sure that you get so that you do not get discouraged by, just your race and your culture for having this beautiful, difficult hair is that Black women were never meant to do their hair by themselves in the first place. If you look back at like Egyptian murals and whatnot, they're doing each other's hair. Like they're literally doing each other's hair. And it's a ritual and it's a sacred thing. It's a team effort. So don't be discouraged when you're a person with a lot of hair and you're sitting up here doing your own hair and you're like, oh my God, it's taking forever. It's taking so long. Like, I just want to chop it all off. I want to give up. It's because you're doing a job that someone else should be actually doing or helping you with. This is ancient like knowledge. Like, this is ancient common sense. Like, everybody did each other's hair. So when we can't depend on beauticians or salons to know how to do our hair or to be fair to every customer and treat every customer's hair with respect and love, that's when you run into problems. But don't be discouraged. You are literally not meant to be doing your own hair, especially as an African American person. Your hair is super thick. I press this out because it's super thick. It's hard to deal with. You don't get paid to do your own hair. You spend a whole day, maybe 2 days during your hair, doing your hair, just to make sure you don't try to rip it out versus somebody who does their hair and versus the Caucasian woman, no offense, that does their hair in like 10, 15, 20 minutes every day. It takes you a whole day. It takes you hours and hours to do your hair with love and care. You were never meant to do your hair by yourself. You were never meant to do that. So just stay encouraged and don't give up on taking care of your hair. Keep going with it. Stay on your natural hair journey. Don't let people discourage you. You're doing a two-person job. You're doing a job that you're just not supposed to be doing on your own or by yourself. Now, if you have a thinner amount of hair, sure, but even then, we're really meant for other people to service us and care for our hair. And that's why when you find a really good person, it's super sacred and it's super personal. So I just wanted to say that. I just want to give a message of encouragement to anyone who's feeling like it's just too much. It's way too much for one person to bear. And you're absolutely right. So if you're doing that and you're digging in there and you're putting in those hours and you're doing your own hair, kudos to you. Like, you're doing an absolutely wonderful, good job. And make sure that you get the rest that you need because people aren't going to understand that because they hardly understand why you're spending time on your hair anyway, which isn't fair to say to an American woman or an African woman. Like, why are you spending so much time on your hair? It's like, well, it's pretty much common sense. It takes longer to take care of. And I'm not going to try to rip the strands out of my hair because somebody else can do theirs in 2 or 4 hours or an hour or 15 minutes when it takes me, 8 hours or 24 hours because I need breaks or because I have something else to do that day because I only get so many days off and I want to rest and I don't want to spend all day on my break day or my off day doing my whole hair. So sometimes you might see me walk in and I look a little bit like half of it's, I just threw that together. But whatever, just keep pushing natural hair beauties and don't give up. See you later.